Madam Toastmaster, thank you very much. What a difference a year makes. Last year we were talking about the availability spiral as it relates to the economy. And we talked about the fact that I call it the confidence trust, because in reality we were starting into the recession and people's confidence level was going down. It was starting to really go down. Now the speed is enormously fast in terms of confidence, trust in the economy. Stephen Covey, my favorite author, has a number of books, and many of them talk about 7 habits and 7 myths. His latest book, The Speed of Trust, takes and discusses how 7 myths about trust can be broken. With that, what's interesting about his book is that he takes these subjects and he breaks them up and chops them, and he really puts them back together again and really looks at these common practices, and with the insight, he really provides the ability to learn about trust, to be trained in it, to actually accelerate it. That's an important concept, because in today's world, as I say, when we talk about this confidence curve, we really have to know that the basis for our economy is all in the trust. Politicians, what do we feel about them today? Do we really trust them? How about the mortgage brokers? What about Wall Street? But the one that gets me the most is Madoff. This guy makes me mad. He has really cut our legs off in terms of our ability to trust. He was amongst friends, family. He dealt with people's charity money. He took it all away. That trust is gone. Today I'm going to talk to you about a different subject, an opportunity for you later to come to a breakout session. A session where for an hour I'll talk about why it is that we in BNI, Business Network International, directors, what it is that we provide relative to trust, and how that essential single element is making a difference. With Stephen Covey, he talks about the impact of the lack of trust or low trust, the impact on people's lives and businesses, and the fact that it just erodes. It erodes money, erodes the exchange of activities, it erodes so much. Here we talk about BNI, and we look at, for over the 24 years, how certain elements really shaped and came under and supported people coming together, business people coming together and doing business. We as directors have learned common practices for creating an opportunity for people to come together. There's a code of ethics. There's 7 points actually in the code of ethics, and it talks about being truthful and honest, creating goodwill and trust, foundation pieces that are so critical. We've got that concept and so many others that we use all the time. Today in this breakout, though, I'm going to do something I think that Stephen Covey did when he prepared for his books. He took those common practices and he explored them, and he cut them up, and he put them back together again. He added some new stuff. Bam! He really put some spice into one of them, in fact, about how it is that you can actually teach trust. In today's presentation, what I'm going to talk about is how it is we took power teams, how people in related professions could come together, how they could work together and provide multiple services to a single person. Talk about the $1 million question, which is all about if we get to know each other, if we get to trust each other, is there anything that would stop us from doing business together? Key concepts that you're familiar with. But in this case, we've added something new. Today I'm going to talk about how it is that power teams, when they come together, and they can look at the services they can provide based on what it is that people need, the life and business events that generate needs. What professions within the power team, people in related professions, what can they do to come together and provide multiple services based on trust? The concept is that power team needs to be whole and complete to really fulfill on that need that the referral that the customer needs. We're going to make it so that you can identify who you have within a power team and who you would need and maybe want. So again, you're whole and complete and capable of really providing a service. What's the result of that? The ability to bring people together, have a $1 million question about trust, have a code of ethic that reinforces it, have an environment within our business so that trust is at a high level and there's a higher level of ability to provide services. In my region, I didn't know it. I've been associated with BNI for 12 years now, but I've only been a director for 2, an executive director, franchise owner for 2 years. Reports just started coming out just 3 months ago. There's 322 regions within the world, within 40 countries. In that sense, I've become number 14 in less than 2 years, based on these concepts and principles. I've put them together into a manual. So if you come to the session today, and I know you have choice, to go golfing, to start an early lunch, or to come to the session. If you trust this is a value, you'll get a manual on this, and you'll learn these concepts, and see why it is that I've gone to be number 14. I didn't know that I was doing anything special. I thought I was taking the basic practices that BNI used to create that level of trust and to build the organization. But in this case, I think there is something special. I'm asking you to trust me today, and hopefully we'll see you in the breakout session. Thank you very much.